Hello and welcome to ITBS Media. In this video, I will be doing a walkthrough of the IBM Cloud environment. Without wasting your time, let's get into business. But please, make sure you like the video, share it, and of course subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel before. So here we are at the dashboard for IBM Cloud. And let's see what IBM Cloud has to offer. Here, this is where we are, and if you click on this, that is the resource list. The resource list will show you what resources you have within this IBM Cloud environment. So if an organization has resources within this cloud environment, it will show exactly what, let's see what the resource list environment looks like. So you see the classification of the resources. So you see device. So invariably that this environment give you the picture of your inventory, both infrastructure and applications. Okay, so you see the number of devices, VPC, infrastructure, clusters, satellite, storage, network, services and software, cloud, Foundry services. So whatsoever you subscribe to and how many of those resources you have will be shown, and you can see that it's filtered by group, and you can also say you can filter by location. See, default or classic infrastructure. So there are so many filtering you can actually do on it. See, all tagged, stuff like that. Okay, let's get out of the resources where you have your infrastructure, your inventory listed. Okay, here now we have the classic infrastructure. You have the Cloud Foundry. The Cloud Foundry is the environment that provides you with resources where you can deploy and run your applications. Similarly, Code Engine. The Code Engine is for creation, deployment, and management of applications. And the Code Engine is a serverless platform, meaning that the cloud provider, IBM, manages the server. You as the client will not need to manage the server. So the serverless environment provides opportunity for scaling up and down depending on how your application is performing, or say how your application is running. If your application is running, it automatically allocates resources to it based on the volume and the capacity that is needed for running the application. The number of load balancers that are needed will be deployed immediately, and if the application begin to probably have a maybe the application is not running, so to say, then the resources also will be shut off, and because of that you wouldn't need to pay because the application is not running. So it's a kind of a provisioning of resources on demand. So you have your pods, replica set, ingress, load balancer, all provision based on the need and automatically provisioned by the provider. You as the client will not need to make provision for all those. Okay, so you see your functions, components, OpenShift, satellites, security, and compliance. Let's quickly look at these. Security and compliance. Let's go to this overview. It's going to populate now. Okay, so you see, so you bring a culture of continuous security to your business. That's a developer or compliance focus. The development team, compliance team, security team all have a place here. So you can manage the posture here. And when it comes to governance, you can see the results here, you configure here and see, gain insights. And let's look at integration. So you can bring all your tools to IBM Cloud. That is what this is saying. So it enhances your experience with security and compliance tools already in use. And it's ready to see available to connect. So you can integrate all your tools for security and compliance to the cloud. So this function to pull data from multiple systems of record, and what it will do is it will integrate them into a single repository where it will analyze and give you the necessary security dashboard that you need. It also connects your SaaS applications for core business automation. Right, so let's go back. See your VMware. VMware is here. See, API management, APP development, container registry. Here you have the registry where you have a record of all your containers. And see, partner center. And this is Watson here, IBM Watson Studio, where you can bring in data, do analytical work. It's mainly for artificial intelligence and business operations. So you can integrate it. Let's go to integrate before we come to Watson. Okay, I think we've been there before. Let's just give it a second. Okay, yeah. So he said, easily build powerful integration with unmatched end-to-end capabilities and enterprise-grade security. So here you can create and manage APIs. So you manage your application and data integration. So you can pull from different sources. You can all send and it will integrate everything into central repository for you. And not only that, one good thing about this is that it can make the operation smooth, in that they can make the operation smooth because it allows for the organization to focus on the core business functions. That is one good thing. Alright, so you see, event streaming, enterprise messaging, application data integration, API lifecycle management. So you can have all these as a response to events in real time. Alright, let's go back to Watson. Here we go. Waiting for Watson to load. Okay, Watson is AI for business, artificial intelligence. And you can see what can you accomplish with Watson. Let's see what you can achieve. So you have a Watson Studio, Watson Assistant. You can see this is a studio where you can do your modeling, the modeling of your data. And Watson Assistant provide customers with fast, consistent, and accurate answer across any application or device channel. Then Watson Discovery surface answers and insight from complex enterprise data with AI-powered search and text analytics. So we have more. See, it has speech to text and text to speech, and it wasn't understand natural language. That's one of the powerful tool that you have in Watson. Its ability, or one of the powerful capability, is that it increased understanding of human language by analyzing text and identifying concepts, keywords, categories, and so on and so forth like that. So you see all this. Alright, so let's go out of Watson. And if you want to browse all services, you can just click on this, and that will be, let's go to schematics before we end the video. We're going towards workspace as well as your database environment. Meet your IBM Cloud infrastructure services, service and application stack across cloud environment. So here you go. You can deploy infrastructure, so you create workspace, then you can configure management. So it's a configuration management rather, software development. So this is telling us where you can go to get each of these. Alright, so that is how far, but before we go, let's say the catalog here. So, loading the catalog, in a few seconds it should be done. So here we have compute, containers, network and networking, see, storage, AI and machine learning, blockchain analytics, databases, and delivery method. Here are your delivery methods and deployment targets. Work with satellite enabled, SAP certified, HPC, and the providers. IBM, Account Score Holding Limited, AL. These are some of the providers that partner with IBM too. Then compliance, identity access management enabled. Then financial service validated. Type, services, software, consulting, all. Okay, let's just say services alone now. So here we go. I have blockchain, block storage. Let's go to software. See our software here, Apache. See? Python. 207. We have 207 products. Software. How about consulting? Let's go to consulting. So, schedule a consultation. That's if you want consultation from IBM on any of these products. So you go there. Alright, so let's clear that. Okay, that is how far we will go in this video. Remember to like, share the video and subscribe if you have not subscribed. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.